I struggle so much with my rage and stuff, so I struggled to respect him. I struggled because I lost respect for him, in the first few months, actually 2 months into the marriage. I lost respect for him, and I spoke to him anyhow, and I was rough, and I was, oh my goodness, I was so bitter, I was angry, I was, and it took me years. I used to pray and fast, and goodness, it was so bad I even wanted to take my own life because I felt so horrible. Like, how am I not able to stop talking to him like this? Because he wants to go. He wants a divorce because I'm talking to him like that. Do you love your sexy self? Oh, I love myself, man. I love myself, and it's taken me so long. It's taken me years to love myself. Years. Yeah, took me a very long time. But I do. I love myself, I love myself. Are you mature? What do you mean? Am I mature? I'd love to think so. Do you think you're ready for love? I think I am. It's just that I mean, I'm not sure why you ask. I think I am. But I guess I want to do it my way, I want to do it my way. I don't want to have to, for example, get rid of my ex, like have nothing to do with him altogether to make another man happy. Another man has to be happy with the fact that my ex and I sometimes will be very close friends and sometimes will be very close enemies. That's just how it is. And I do not mind that. I really don't. Don't judge me. I don't mind that we are very close friends sometimes. Like, we laugh, like we're such good company. We're amazing. And then sometimes we hate each other. Like, I don't hate him, but I get blocked. Sometimes he just hates me. That's just how it is. That's just the way it is. And I don't mind him having access to me because, I don't know, somehow he seems happy. He seems happy when he has access to me, I mean, I have the option to completely block him out, but I don't want to do that. So I am ready for love, but whoever would be in my life would need to understand that. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna get different, as time goes on. Maybe we'll completely cut ties and not talk at all ever. I don't know, so I don't want to rush anything into becoming something. It's okay to just let things unfold themselves. And I'm pretty sure probably once he marries, will either be close with the wife, or the wife won't want me having anything to do, with the picture, and we'll just deal with kids, I'm okay either way. So I don't want to decide what to do with the relationship. I want it to take its course. I want it to just naturally die down, if that's what's going to happen, or to simply, we know that, okay, that's the part, the part of my past, which is also part of my life, because there's two beautiful people here that we've created. So this is what this person's role is in my life. This is the sort of relationship that's there. Sometimes he's there, sometimes he's not there, and that's okay. But we are not in any way more than just friends or platonic. We're just being nice to each other, just civil co-parents. basically. And people who've known each other for so many years and shared a bed. No, I'm joking. Oh, gosh, yeah. Hey, did you and your husband have a type evaluation to fix your compatibility? No. No. We didn't. We never have. If I understand your question, he's always felt when he's not happy. He's always felt we are not compatible. And I felt we are so compatible, you know. The parts that he felt we are not compatible on, those parts he's not compatible with anybody on those parts, you know. When you know that, okay, there's common sense, there's a way of doing things, there's a way that is generally acceptable, there's social etiquette, the social understanding of things, which everyone I talk to see things that way, except for him. So for me, it's always just been like he's special. He just has his own brain and his own world and his own way of seeing things. But the majority, other than that, we are compatible. We are so alike. We are so. That's how I used to feel. But he felt like we are not compatible. I guess because for him, the things that were most important were the things that we don't see eye to eye on. Yeah. If you accepted the worst parts of each other, would you stay? Would you stay together? Okay, would we have stayed together? I guess that's what you mean. Yes. Yes, isn't it? I think lasting marriages are marriages where people accept the worst parts of each other. Yeah, definitely. I mean, for me, as you know, you guys, if you're new here, you may not know, but he left me. I didn't leave him. You understand? There were so many things that I was not happy with, but there was a lot more things I was happy with, like, especially, I keep saying, the last 4 years. I was happy. He was happy. Those are the vibes I was getting from him. He is genuinely happy. And he even said to me, even that day when we had that conversation that we had, the text message that resulted in him wanting a divorce, he said he had never considered divorce. That's why it was such a shock to me that this text message doesn't warrant divorce. I don't understand. But, he swears he never considered divorce until the way I spoke to him. He didn't say it that way, but I think that's what the thing was with the text message. I wasn't rude, but I was, I used to go around when I talked to him, but that day I was like, nah, that's not happening. And he just didn't like the way I spoke. That's what I think, because he didn't tell me what it is about the message, When I did see that he's not okay, I apologized. And I asked, was it the way I spoke to you? Was it? Because I stand by what I said, but not the way I spoke to you. I could have been kinder. He didn't want to hear it. He didn't want to discuss it. That was it. That was the end of our marriage, which was pretty shocking. That, wow. Yeah. I don't even want to go there, because it's like, wow, so the marriage meant that little to you. So you sure you didn't want them divorced before this? No. Okay. So it's just one of those things that I just had to let it go, because it's too confusing. Otherwise, it's too painful as well. I don't get it. I don't understand. And I don't even feel that for us it was even an issue of not accepting each other's difficulty, each other's worst beats, because that whole thing, like, it had nothing to do with anything. Like, we just had a conversation, and he didn't like my response. So I guess it did. I guess if he had thought, okay, the worst thing about Mahadi is the way she's just spoken to me, or what she's just said is the worst thing about her. If he had said, I'll accept her as she is, okay, maybe it's relevant. If he had said, I'll accept that, or if he had cared enough to tell me what had happened, because I'm expecting him to sit me down and say, okay, I didn't like how you spoke to me. I didn't like the way he said that. That made me feel like A, B, C, D, E. That, then we deal with the matter. But yeah, he just wouldn't have it. He just didn't want to hear it. He was done. And the weird thing is that was the first time I did that I spoke to him like that in 15 years or something. Like I had not spoken to him even like, 15 years prior, I had been, I struggled so much with my rage and stuff, so I struggled to respect him. I struggled because I lost respect for him, in the first few months, actually 2 months into the marriage. I lost respect for him, and I spoke to him anyhow, and I was rough, and I was, oh my goodness, I was so bitter, I was angry, I was, and it took me years. I used to pray and fast, and goodness, it was so bad I even wanted to take my own life because I felt so horrible. Like, how am I not able to stop talking to him like this? Because he wants to go. He wants a divorce because I'm talking to him like that. And God did a miracle. And I was able to humble myself, and I was humble until that day on the 13th of March or something. And I wasn't even, like, if you see, in my book, I will have that whole conversation. If you look at it, you wouldn't even think. I remember one close person to me, I sent them that. So they said, okay, so what were you apologizing for? Because I apologized after that when I saw that he's upset. When he didn't respond and blue ticked me. And so they said, what were you apologizing for? So I laughed. But yeah, I was with someone who's ultra sensitive, and unfortunately this time round, he was just not interested in telling me why he was upset or in hearing my apology. Like he just wasn't having it, and yeah, he felt that it was better to be with someone else than to be with me, because I said no. Oh, I don't know. Anyway. So anyway, even if I was accepting of him and his worst point, that wouldn't help. Like, it's neither here nor there, because the person has left. You understand? They left. They're not interested anymore. They don't want to hear it. How dare I? They do not want to hear it. They quickly get someone. They move on. They want to be with that person now. So me trying to accept him as he is, like, do you hear the point I'm trying to make? It makes no sense. Whether I'm accepting him, whether I'm not accepting him, neither here nor there. He's gone. So yeah, that question, I think it should have been for him than for me. Okay, let's finish this sucker. What? Yes. Says you on. Okay, is it true you had oh my goodness, is it true you had work done on your ass? Then how are you? I've been better. Even throughout this whole thing, initially I felt like I'm in fire. Like my body felt heat. I felt like I'm in fire, and then I healed. And then realizing I'm gonna lose the house, I got into another fire, And now that I'm here, now it's the COVID. To be honest, the COVID vaccine is giving me fire. But other than that, just me, relationship-wise and future, I like to know what's going to happen. I like to plan my life. And not knowing is a bit unsettling. But at the same time, I've grown so much in this last year. and plus, that I'm starting to be okay with not knowing what's gonna happen. I'm starting to be okay with, even if I'm thinking, will I ever get married? Will I ever settle down? Guys, men are many. Men are many. You know, when you are in a marriage that's toxic, and you're thinking, you have such thoughts, you think, oh, but who will I end up with? What's gonna end up happening to me? People are many. There are many men. Many men. There are many. There's a lot of good men who are divorced. There's a lot of good men who are widowed. Men are there. Men are there. And of course, you can't want someone who's not divorced, who's not what, when you are divorced. How's that fair? That's not fair. But men are there. But yeah, just, you don't know the future, and you can't live, you can't be wanting to be married, you can't be wanting to be with someone so much that you're gonna change your life, you're gonna again like ignore red flags, or you're just gonna compromise just so that you are with someone. No, I'm starting to love being alone and not being afraid, loving someone but knowing that it may not work out, and if it doesn't, it's okay. You know, it's okay. Even if I'm single, it's okay. It's fine. I'm amazing. I'm alone. I love myself. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take myself out right now. I'm gonna be alone on Christmas. The kids are with their dad, and I usually, like, I've already asked a couple of friends, like, there's no way I'll be alone. I will invite myself to someone's house. I'll be like, hey guys, I'm alone, who wants to invite me? But now I'm thinking, you know what, it's not such a bad thing to be alone. You know, I need some alone time. Like, I'm thinking the days when the kids are not here, I could just be concentrate on that book, finish that book, just be alone, just enjoy being alone, get to know me better, you know, start reading, start doing things that I haven't done in a long time, just fall in love with me, rebuild me, you know, so that the next guy gets a complete healed person. They don't get a broken person, you know. But yeah, those things sort of come to me, you know, those sort of fears of the unknown. But I must say, it's sort of like 20% of the time or 10% of the time. The other majority of the time, I'm happy. I'm good. And I'm happy knowing I don't know. You know, it's so amazing just leaving your life in God's hands, knowing that literally you know in whose hands your life is, and you trust him because he created you and he wants the best for you. So you know that everything is gonna be good. And you know that you don't know what's gonna happen. You have got no idea because you don't have plans. There's not, you know, you know you have your plans, the way you wanna see yourself, but you know that if someone else is in your life, you can't still have those same plans. You have to somewhat tweak your plans to match theirs, or to, you know, you need to accommodate that other person into your life. So just knowing that I sort of have a draft. I have an idea of where I want my life to go, but I don't know if that's where it's going, because I don't know, you know, what will happen. You understand? In the coming months, in the coming years, you don't know. You just don't know. But you know God is in control. And of course, this COVID thing as well, you know, you don't know, will I ever go home? Will I ever, I don't know. Will I vaccinate? Will I not vaccinate? I don't know. You know, that's sort of where I am right now. So I'm okay. I'm not very, very fine, but I'm okay. But it's hard. It's a difficult thing to go through this, because I don't know, you know, my children, it's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah. So, but you know what? Yeah, I'm literally taking it one day at a time and just celebrating life, celebrating me, just being grateful, really. That's all I can do. And yeah, just believing that the rest will work themselves out. Yeah. Thank you so much for asking, and thank you so much, guys, for sending through your questions. Thank you for watching. Love you. But remember that God loves you even more, and that is true. Ciao, ciao. Helen, you watched everything. Thank you so much for watching everything. Now don't forget to subscribe and go back to my other videos and scroll and scroll and scroll and watch everything. There's very good things in here, very good interesting things. You are number one. Number one. Now thank you and take care of yourself.